anymore. They go live at 5 p.m. here in Los Angeles, and I wasted 15 minutes because I had the pause button push. But we thought we were talking, and it sounded real good.
Guys,
anyway,
you missed some great stuff. We found the meaning of life.
Pay-per-view listen stuff. But we go, and I'm not going to I'm not going to redo that.
No,
what I do want to bring to the first thing I want to say then, now that we are recording, is I want to say congratulations on a hellacious run. Your run that you're currently seemingly right in the middle of, because I see 3, 6, or however many years you want to keep going in front of you, or whenever you put the brakes on, but you're putting together one of the best runs in the history of our business. And it's been through, everybody knows, I do my show for the working man, and you have worked your ass off ever since you got in the business. And I remember one time back in the day, I was stone cold, don't remember the building, you had just had a match, you was the prototype.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago. It might have actually been either here or Anaheim.
Now, who would have figured? Yeah, I think it was.
And I think that still goes down in the annals of worst dark matches in the history of
And now here we are. And that's, man, how long is that? It's probably 14,
yeah, just about 14 years ago.
Yeah,
yep.
And you was a good-looking kid, and we had words, and can't remember what exactly it was. I didn't know what the prototype was, but obviously you looked good, but didn't have the gimmick figured out.
Yeah, it was just right as I broke into the business, just trying to find out what it's all about.
What was the thought process behind the prototype?
You know what? You know the cat, Chris Bell, of the Bell family, Mark Bell's brother.
Yes.
Saw me in Gold's Gym and said, "What are you doing wasting your time here?" I was just working literally, I'd show up to work at 5 in the morning, and I lived in my car outside, so I'd shower in the gym at night and do whatever. I'd pretty much hump till midnight and do everything from work to protein bar stand to work check-in to fix equipment, everything in there.
Right.
Bell comes up to me and says, "Why are you wasting your time?"
And he's referring to Mark Bell and
Mark
known
and
as
Chris.
Smelly Bell. And
his brother Chris.
Chris did Bigger, Faster, Stronger.
Yep.
And give a shout out here to Mark Bell over at Super Training Gym in Sacramento, California, strongest gym in the West.
Strongest gym in the West, indeed.
He's the guy we're referring to.
So we used to talk Raw and WCW all the time. We used to talk WWF and WCW all the time. And they finally just said, "Why are you wasting your time?"
Straight up.
I got a guy who's training us. Smelly was training at the time. He said, "If you've ever been interested in doing this, it's going to cost you a little bit to get in, but I think you should come down and take a look." And as soon as I saw a ring, as soon as I saw Rick Bassman's UPW piece of crap ring, I knew I wanted to at least give it a try.
But were you a fan growing up?
Absolutely.
Because you come from the Boston area, right?
I did, and I come from I don't think there is a normal family system, but I come from a family of 5 boys.
Right.
My dad was certainly a working man, worked his ass off, but wasn't into watching sports. He'd never sit down and watch football on a Sunday. We would watch wrestling, and he loved wrestling. My dad was the first family in West Newbury to get cable.
Right.
So he could watch NWA, AWA, World Class, Glow, and WWF as much as he could. And that's the only time, like, I never played catch with my dad. Let's go outside and work on fielding ground balls or work on your stance. That wasn't my dad. My dad was, okay, let's have a battle royal in the living room. And he would be in it. And he just...
I'd like the coolest dad in the world.
It really was awesome. But growing up in a small town, we were the one pro wrestling family in the small town, so we beat each other up, and we'd try to be as as energetic at school, and it just oftentimes didn't fit.
Hey, what kind of student were you? Good grades?
I wasn't going to make Dean's List, but I wasn't trouble. I definitely wasn't a troublemaker.
But did you have to crack the books and apply a little bit of effort, but just kind of got by?
If I look back, I wish I applied more effort.
Right.
So I wish I had done a little bit better, but I learned, I went to boarding school as a junior and a senior, so I lived away from home at age 16, and the lessons I learned about life from 16 to the time I finished college, so much better than anything I could learn in the classroom.
But so then what was that, being self-sufficient and relying on yourself, getting things done?
Not having that safety blanket there to fall through. I went to preparatory school on financial grant. So I was one of there's rich kids that go there and there's poor kids that go there, and I was one of the poor kids. So I had to wash dishes, I had to work at the student store and do whatever I could. And then when I went to college, I had to work student security and work in the student store again, and supervise the dorm rooms and take these crappy jobs that caught me a lot of heat, but would give me a paycheck every week just so I could get by.
Now you ended up, I didn't even bust out my notes, but I got all this down. The name of the college you went.
Springfield College.
Springfield College, and you were an exercise physiology major. You got a degree.
Yes, I did.
what were your plans to do with that degree?
You know what? This is such a awkward thing to say, but I wanted to go to college to play football.
Yeah, and you did.
Yeah.
You played Division III, and you were
Division III,
All-American.
I was an All-American. I was a team captain. As a 18-year-old, I really wasn't looking to 25 or 35.
Not too many people are.
So when I picked my major, I just picked something that I knew about. I knew about the health and fitness industry. I knew about working out. It was really a passion of mine, still is to this day. So I figured it would be an easy major, and it was, not because the classes were a cakewalk, because I was interested in it.
Right.
But after I graduated, I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. And I ended up just coming out to Venice because I figured that was like the mecca of health and fitness. I'll find work there.
And you'd been banging around the gym, during your college days.
Yeah.
And so, were you competing already?
I had, as far as bodybuilding was concerned, I grew up in a really piece of crap gym in Amesbury, Massachusetts called Hard Knocks. That was just run by a hard-nosed dude.
Right.
If Mick from Rocky could be real life, that dude would be Dave Knock.
Right.
And he kind of instilled in me at a very young age, there is no substitute for hard work. You show up, you clock in, you get shit done, period.
Right.
And anything else is an excuse, and they don't tolerate that. And the cool thing about Dave was, even at his age, he would hang right with you. So it's not, I also learned that there's folks that stand there